Let us start with natural numbers. Natural number is also called counting number. It starts from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on. It has no end. If we talk about whole numbers, then if we add 0 to this set of natural numbers, it becomes whole numbers. These are called whole numbers. Now, if we add negative numbers to it, 0, 1, 2, 3, and we add the negative numbers this side, -1, -2, -3 and so on, then such numbers are called integers. Now, we have seen natural number, whole number, integers, and we are also familiar with fractions. Three by 5, 6 by 9, 7 by 8. These are called proper fractions. If we write 12 upon 7, 13 upon 5, these are improper fractions. 1, 3 by 5, 2, 6 by 7, these are mixed fractions. Then, and we also know decimal numbers like 2.5, 3.62, these are terminating decimals. We also have non-terminating repeating decimals like 3.1, 1, 1 and so on, 2.56, 56 and so on. All these numbers are called rational numbers. These are all set of rational numbers. Now we will talk about what are rational number. We will define it. According to the definition of a rational number, a number which can be written in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are both integers and Q is not equal to 0. Means we can have P plus minus 0. We can also have Q plus minus, but Q cannot be 0. If we talk about natural numbers like 2, 3, 4, they can be written as in the form of P and Q, where these are both integer and this is not equal to 0. If we talk about negative integer -5, -5 can be written as -5 upon 1. It is also a rational number. 5 by 6, this is already a rational number. If you take a decimal 3.1, it can be written as 31 upon 10. This is also a rational number. We are given some numbers 2 by 3, -5 by 6, 3, 5 by 0, 0 by 5, 6 by 90. We have to say whether they are rational numbers or not, or which of them are rational numbers. Here we can see 2 by 3. This is a rational number because both are integers and this is not equal to 0. Again, -5 by 6 is also an integer rational number. Since -5 and 6 are both integers and this is not equal to 0. This 3 can be written as 3 upon 1. This is also a rational number. Here 5 by 0 is not a rational number. We cannot write denominator as 0. Here 0 by 5 is a rational number since this is not equal to 0. Again, this is also a rational number. In this way, we can say whether a number is a rational number or not. Now, we have to write the rational number in standard form. Suppose it is given 6 upon -20 and we have to write it in standard form. Then we have to keep in mind, we have to do two things. First of all, we have to write them in lowest term, and secondly this denominator will be positive. For this we can multiply both by minus 1. We have 6 upon minus 20, we will multiply minus 1 upon minus 1. It has become minus 6 upon 20. Now we will divide both by their HCF. HCF of both is 2. 6 and 20 is 2. We will divide this by 2. We will get minus 3 here. If we divide by 2, we get 10 here. We are getting the number minus 3 upon 10. This is the standard form. Let us take another example. Suppose we have minus 20 upon minus 60. We have to write this in standard form. Then minus minus we have plus. Now we cancel both the numbers. If we divide by 10, we get 2. Divide by 10, we get here 6. 2 1 ja 2 3. 1 upon 3. This is the standard form of this minus 20 upon minus 60. In this way we can write standard form of a rational number. Now we are going to see how we can find equivalent rational numbers. Suppose it is said to find 3 equivalent rational numbers of the given number. Suppose we have minus 2 upon 7. We have to find 3 equivalent rational number of this. Very simple to find it. We will multiply both numerator and denominator by same number. Here we are multiplying by 2 first. We get minus 4 upon 14. This is an equivalent rational number of this. Again minus 2 by 7 into 3 upon 3 minus 6 upon 21. It is also an equivalent rational number of this. Again we have minus 2 upon 7. If we multiply it by numerator and denominator both by 4, we get minus 8 by 28. All these are equivalent rational number to this one. We are going to see additive inverse. And multiplicative inverse also. First of all, we will see this additive inverse. If we have to find minus 2 upon 7, 3 upon 5, minus 6 upon minus 7, these are the numbers. We have to find their additive inverse. Simply we have to change the sign of the number. If it is negative, then make it positive. If it is positive, make it negative. We will get the additive inverse. So, additive inverse of minus 2 upon 7 will be 2 upon 7. Additive inverse of 3 upon 5 will be minus 3 upon 5. Here, minus 6 upon minus 7 is already positive. It is 6 upon 7. Then additive inverse of this will be minus 6 upon 7. Or we can say multiply it by minus 1. We will get its additive inverse. Now we are going to see how we can find multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse. Minus 3 upon 8, 2 upon 7, minus 5 by minus 9. Here we have 3 numbers, we have to find their multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse means reciprocal of that number. If we write it minus 8 by 3, we get its multiplicative inverse. We will write 7 by 2. This is the multiplicative inverse of this. And this, it will become minus 9 upon minus 5, or we can simply write 9 upon 5. This is the multiplicative inverse of this number. While finding multiplicative inverse, we don't have to change the sign of the number. We just write reciprocal of it. And we cannot have multiplicative inverse of 0. 0 has no multiplicative inverse. Also, multiplicative inverse of 1 is 1, minus 1 is minus 1. Both these numbers have their own multiplicative inverse. or we can say they are the multiplicative inverse of themselves. In this way we have seen some properties of rational numbers. We will see more in next video.